Hey everybody, hope you're doing well today. Thanks so much for joining me for day 51 of Take a Journey with Me. I'm continuing some things that I did while in seminary, but this is not necessarily a paper. There's more tools that they taught me, and the title of theological reflections. It's just the goal of when you see things in nature and His creation, you always are to be mindful of Him. He's the one that created these things. So finding him every day and many times a day and what he's done for us in this world. So just a few things I did one semester. A couple little passages. Genesis chapter 9, verses 13 to 16. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and earth. Whenever I bring clouds over the earth and the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will remember my covenant between me and you and all living creatures of every kind. Never again will the waters become a flood to destroy all life. Whenever the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and all living creatures of every kind on earth. In Luke chapter 12, verse 54. And he was also saying to the crowds, when you see a cloud rising in the west, immediately you say, a shower is coming, and turns out. In Matthew chapter 16, verses 2 to 3. He replied, when evening comes, you say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, today it will be stormy, for the sky is red and overcast. You know how to interpret the appearance of the sky, but you cannot interpret the signs of the time. The whole saying, red in the morning, sailors take a warning, red at night, sailors delight. This is where it comes from, Matthew 16. So a few little reflections that I had while I was on a road, traveling, a trip that I made quite often a few years ago while I was in seminary. This rainbow in front of me seemed to last half an hour of my hour-long commute. As the direction I drove changed, I viewed the rainbow from multiple directions. It went from initially noticing just one side to seeing a complete double rainbow. While heading down the road, I saw this beautiful gift from God in front of me. I felt this peace come over me, telling me within that things were going to be okay. Balancing my amazement with God's creation and mindfully driving safely. Challenging news has come upon me full speed. The drive gives me needed quiet time for meditation and praying to God. I've always loved this drive, from the sunrises and the sunsets to the season changes and cloud formations that were hugging on the mountaintops, and fog that often lies within the valleys. Given the deadlines that were soon to be in front of me, I was longing for this driving time to reflect upon the days gone by and the days ahead, as this same drive has already helped me over the past years. One of my favorite activity in life has been flying, so that I could see God's creation in a vantage point that shows me his vastness, the vastness of his artistic talents. Having not been on a plane in too many years now, yet the connection I have with Christ during this drive, seeing the beauty within our mountains, has been a worthy replacement. The colors of this day's rainbow were at moments challenging to see, and other moments as vibrant as a box of crayons on display in front of me. Thinking back to a physics class while in undergraduate school and imagining how to give proper words for the sense of awe that I felt within. Though I did not grasp a lot in that physics class, I did fondly recall mention of this phenomenon. Knowing deep within my soul that this form of beauty was larger than anything a class setting could properly describe. A habit of mine has become to search for a rainbow when the particulars are in place for one. But I was not prepared to see one that day. My mind was so heavy, many responsibilities in my life, and he replaced my heavy thoughts with happy ones. Other than my visits to Niagara Falls, I had never seen a rainbow last so long. In addition, not since living in Costa Rica, I had I seen a vibrant, full, and double rainbow. I've also noticed brilliant and bold rainbows on my visits to Hawaii. God knew exactly how to change my thoughts back to Him that evening by opening my eyes to see His beauty that has always touched my soul in the deepest of deeps. Christ helped my mind to return to where it needed to be, away from concentrating on troubles and distractions in this world, and today instead continuing to the growth in my walk with Him. I just love it. I love how we can find Him in everything, and that's what we need to do. It's going to bring you so much peace. And I hope you have peace today in Him, from Him. I love y'all. See you tomorrow. God bless. Bye bye.